Like I said, I promised we will be revisiting this. We did part 1, watching LN Historian's ridiculous take about how the anime man is somehow glorifying colonization through the brief joke he made about how ignorant people coming into a land they have no clue about and labeling it and being wrong, right? I thought that was a very funny joke to be comparing with the anime tourists, right? I think we can all agree with that. But then to stretch that and say the anime man is being, you know, that he is making light of colonization is ridiculous. And Joey Bizzagrims, that's crazy. Yo, chill, I just came back from the gym. He made a whole ass response for it. Let's see what he said.
In his latest video, he actually...
Wait. Bro, react to anime.
compares anime tourists to the colonization of the Americas. Are we serious right now? You are really comparing anime becoming mainstream to the death of millions and countless atrocities.
Ridiculous exaggeration. Such an insane stretch. Listen, I love my boy LN Historian, but I'm not gonna just sit here and be like, come on, like I'm not just gonna side with them just because we're homies, okay? I think that people can make mistakes, and I think he's fucking reaching, and I think he is rage baiting for content, okay?
My guy, chill. It's not that deep.
Straight up. It's genuinely not that deep. That is an insane take to be making. Come on.
May I remind you, we are
watching
literally
anime.
Talking about
anime.
Japanese cartoons.
Yes.
It's really not that deep, okay?
Straight up.
I'm sorry you feel.
Like, listen, if the anime man made any other comments about the victims of colonization in that video, then we would have some basis to be like, yeah, this is fucking weird, right? Yeah, this is out of line. I can't believe you're using that, you know, at the expense of your joke. But never did he ever do that, right? We were just simply comparing Columbus's ignorance of labeling a land that he was not aware of confidently wrong. That's the entire point.
That way, but completely misconstruing the point that I made, not understanding what an analogy is, all from a 30-second Twitter clip.
Now, apparently, like, LN Historian did watch the video. I don't know if he actually did, but in that video that we watched from his short, yeah, there was a clip that he was showing, like a 24-second clip about the Columbus joke. But beyond that, he kind of said that throughout the video, he was very easy on the anime men. And that's something you wouldn't really know unless you actually watch the entire video. So I don't know if he got clip shipped or not.
That comes from a 24-minute YouTube video and making it way too overly political for your own good. It's just not my problem, okay? You've been watching too much anime. You've been on the internet for far too long.
True. This is actually crazy over here. Hold up. On the sidebar, 45.6k likes. That's crazy. This is the one. It is in fact that deep. Common dub for LN Historian. This is actually crazy to hear so many people listen to that. And well, do they even know though? I think a lot of people didn't actually watch the video either, right? I don't think a lot of people actually watched the video and they're simply just blindly siding with them because they're a massive fan. How big is LN Historian on TikTok, by the way? Homie's pretty huge. He's pretty thick. He's sizable. Okay. But 45.6k likes is kind of crazy though.
Feel that way, but completely misconstrued.
But also, I think a lot of people hate the anime man. Remember the video that we just made talking about how don't be an NPC? That like children form parasocial relationships with content creators thinking that they're their best friends. They have one bad incident because they either broke the rule, they had a bad interaction, then they turn into haters. Yeah, I think that it's less about people agreeing with the Christopher Columbus joke, you know, thing, but more of like, oh, it's the anime man? I hate the anime man! Based, liked. I think it is that NPC behavior happening.
The point that I made, not understanding what an analogy is, all from a 30-second Twitter clip that comes from a 24-minute YouTube video, and making it way too overly political for your own good is just not my problem, okay? You've been watching too much anime.
Donghua, actually.
You've been on the internet for far too long, so why don't we put the phone down slowly, go outside.
He just little broing him.
Bask in a little bit of...
Oh no. This entire video is him just little broing LN Historian. And I'm not saying oh no as in like I think that him responding like this is probably the best thing he can do to not take him seriously and to little bro him and say, bro, go touch some grass, it's not that deep. I thought that like the 3-part conclusion would be LN Historian then saying, my bad, I was wrong. I haven't seen that final part just yet. We're gonna cover that probably tomorrow, but now it's sounding like, ooh, yay. If I was the LN Historian and I saw a response like this, I don't think I would be like, yeah, you're right, my bad. I am chronically online. I'm a touching. I don't think it's gonna be touching grass.
Vitamin D, and just relax for a little bit, okay? Maybe go out there and read a book. A light novel, perhaps, since you seem to...
Oh no, he prepared that one. No. How many takes was this? No, I need to know. How many takes did Joey do this? That last part? No, he thought about that. That was not spontaneous. That was not... No. I see the shit-eating grin on his face as he said that line. Oh, God.
And just relax for a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Maybe go out there and read a book.
Maybe a light novel.
A light novel, perhaps, since you seem to enjoy those. But either way, just relax, okay? It's really not that deep.
I like that. Maybe a light novel, perhaps, part. And listen, I'm on Joey's side. Like, again, I think people can make mistakes. I think LN Historian absolutely is making a mistake and he's doubling down and it's not a good look for him. Let's read some of the comments. It's not that deep. But it isn't though. Genuinely. Like, you can't just use this image of Joey being a small brain thinking he's a big brain by saying it's not that deep, but it genuinely isn't. The context of that video was, again, not anywhere close to glorifying the victims of colonization. This is such a ridiculous stretch to be doing. It's like saying this. It's like, bro, does anyone know who Aunt Jemima is? Y'all know Aunt Jemima? Some people may have grown up with this brand. It's fucking pancake syrup. Me, as a Korean immigrant living in Canada, I ate this shit up. Did I ever once think that, like, oh my god, we are eating pancake delicious maple syrup at the expense of slaves? What a ridiculous notion! You know what I mean? It's like, listen, if you're being genuinely racist to Aunt Jemima in the picture there, then yes, I could understand that, like, yeah, that's coming from a place of hate. But when you say, I love Aunt Jemima and the pancakes, then some other people on Twitter will be like, I can't believe you're glorifying slavery. Do you think that slavery was a good thing? How dare you make such comments about this woman who is the poster child of this insane like act of colonization? You see what I'm doing right now? What the fuck? This is a ridiculous jump in logic to be having where it's not genuine. It's not authentic. It's so disingenuous that, like, it's hard to support, right? LN Historian needs to get a job. I think his job is making content. Bro, these COVID anime fans are exhausting. LN Historian is not a COVID anime fan, though. Anime has always been political, bro. I don't know what you're fucking on. If you ever say it's not that deep in an argument, you automatically lost. You have a profile of Kanye West. Ain't nobody taking you seriously. Take your fucking schizo pills. Ah, yes, the classic deflection. You're so political. See, maybe Joey should have mentioned some of the talking points that I'm mentioning right now so that you immediately shut down these monkeys in the comment section that genuinely believe that, like, they're right. Like, how could you possibly take that Christopher Columbus joke and stretch it to the point that like the anime man is literally teabagging in a game of like Halo onto a victim who is the victim of being colonized. Like, what are we doing right now? That is such a disingenuous stretch. I can understand why you don't watch anime anymore. All these new anime fans just make it impossible to even want to talk about it online. This was actually the take that the anime man had, right? That like he was, you know, he was like saying, like, do you even know why I left? Because of his Bochi take, maybe? I don't know about that. Remember his Bochi take about K-On? And he just hated Bochi the Rock so much. I think that's a bit after it. Apparently he's had a lot of different like dramas and different like fandoms too. Even Data Live. Apparently he was in the trenches with Data Live too, but anyways. Not shocked that the guy who presented with the fact that One Piece is political, laughed and denied it, had a bad take. Well, One Piece, what is the theme about One Piece? Freedom? A person's dreams never dies? Liberating continents from dictatorship and military rule? Freedom, right? It's about freedom. I think that there is absolutely a political context in One Piece. I don't think every anime has that political context, but in One Piece, I think the roots, like the root story that stems from freedom and wanting to liberate the injustice of the people that are oppressed, that is political by nature. But that still, again, has nothing to do with the fucking video. The classic, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. Why are you still explaining yourself? Colonialism has zero, and I mean absolutely zero reason to be brought up anywhere near anime, analogy or not. You just wanted some shock factor to be on your argument because it doesn't fucking make sense. Again, I just feel like it's just a bunch of people who just hate this guy and are acting as victims of colonization themselves. It was such a lighthearted comment about Christopher Columbus ignorantly labeling the Americas as India. And then to like correlate that to what the TheAnimeMan did with all the old anime shit or the new anime tourists. Not a single time did he ever even mention the victims of colonization. It's so ridiculous. It's so fucking ridiculous. What do you mean you cooked here? What are you talking about? At whose expense? Why? And his joke, by the way, is literally shitting on Columbus. Think about the context of the joke. Did he say Columbus dub? Did he say, wow, Columbus is such a good guy? He literally said, Columbus is such a fucking idiot that he mislabeled an entire continent out of ignorance. And now these new anime tourists might as well seem like those same ignorant idiots. Is it the same, like, degree? Of course not. But a lighthearted remark talking about that at the expense of Columbus's name, and you're gonna say he cooked here? Are you guys even using your brain? Like, I think that this is the most lukewarm, simple, Google Gaga basic logic anyone could have. I think at the end of the day, all these people are simply haters of the TheAnimeMan. They don't even understand the context of which the joke was even made. They don't even understand that like Columbus got shit on in this fucking joke. To then act as victims as if you're personally impacted by it because you hate this guy over for anime takes? Man, what a bunch of miserable losers. But what do you expect from social media? Just a bunch of unintelligent monkeys all gathering together to just wage in on tribalism and team sports. There's nobody actually going in trying to understand what actually happened. I'm straight up the only person trying to understand what actually fucking happened and come to a reasonable conclusion. Everyone is just, fuck LN Historian, fuck TheAnimeMan. A bunch of dirty side pickers, man. This is why people choose to watch my videos, because at the very least, I'm genuine about the way I present this stuff. There is such dishonesty everywhere in the comment section. It's disgusting.